What up, y'all? You know what it is. Your boy Big Boosie, man. I'm back, man. Y'all know how we give it up, man. Street Knowledge Podcast, man. I was going over a few things on YouTube the other day, man, and I seen something with America's Most Hated Kingpin, and it was about an Alpo situation, but I got tired of looking at all this Alpo stuff, Alpo this, Alpo that. So it's like, I seen it say 2 weeks, so it was a brand new something. So I said, yeah, let me check it out and see what it is. So, it was about, it was about Alpo, but Mike Tyson was in there, and him and Teddy Riley. They took a clip from Mike Tyson's show when he was interviewing Teddy Riley and the TK Kirkland dude or whatever, and they started talking about Harlem, and then Mike Tyson goes, oh yeah, hold up. He said, hold up, man, about the Rich Porter nigga, the little dude. He started calling him like he was a little baby, man. He said, I didn't know that. He said that he hung around.
Now you already up around Harlem, Alpo,
yeah,
Rich Porter.
Listen, let me tell you something. Rich Porter, I used to listen. I used to see this little nigga Rich Porter all the time because he used to like my cars and stuff. I used to wear my jewelry. He's always come around to Dapper Dan and look at my money and cars and stuff. But I'm looking at this little, he's just a kid, right? And then one day, one of the kids from Dapper Dan comes up and he says, Richard is dead.
Yeah.
And I thought he died from got sick or something. I didn't know. He's such a kid. I didn't know he's no fucking drug dealer. He's no kingpin.
Right.
He's just a little baby.
Right.
Wow.
He's a little baby. I don't even look at him as an equal. He's a little child.
Right.
He's a big drug dealer. He used to be around me all the time. He used to never say a word. He's looking at me.
We went to high school together.
Yeah, he said my
went to
Rolls
Martin Luther
Royce
King.
and shit.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. I know Alpo. That's crazy.
So I got my good friend here that hung out with Rich Porter, was Rich Porter's lieutenant, brother, all of the above. I got him on the line. Jay Black, what's good?
What's up, Buck?
What's going on, man?
You already know, man.
So
You call, I answer.
yeah, man, you know how we do for each other, bro. I appreciate that. But I really I had to hit you to chime in on this one because Mike Tyson made it look like Rich Porter was like a little dude or a little guy to him or a little kid. He was calling like he was a little baby. He couldn't understand how he was such a kingpin or something. My thing is, I'm looking at it when would Rich be look like a little kid to a person about the same age as you? I'm confused with that one.
That was my ego at that point, you know?
Right.
That's what that was, Trucks, because Rich always carried himself like a grown-ass man,
Facts.
even when he was a boy.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, there's no way you can make a mistake and not recognize that man aura.
Right.
His presence. Now, you know, Mike, get granted at that time, Mike was a 200 million up in the game.
No doubt.
Top of the boxing world.
Facts.
But you still don't disrespect a king. You can't dull another man's shine. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And this ain't no throwing no punches at Mike Tyson. That maybe he just didn't know because this was his words. He said, when I seen him, he looked like he was just a little kid. He said somebody came in Dapper Dan's because he said he hung around Dapper Dan all the time. And he said Rich Porter used to be in there watching his cars and watching his money and stuff. He said, but he was always quiet around him. I'm wondering, huh?
I got a chime in, Trust.
Yeah.
Why would the homie be watching your money?
Right.
Like, that's even his character. You know what I'm saying? That's not his style. Your car, he might have admired, but he ain't gonna even give it off to the point where you overly feel like a nigga is jocking you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, he ain't gonna come across in that way in no manner. He might have respected,
Right.
but he definitely ain't pocket watching.
No doubt.
That's one thing I didn't get when you told me to go check the interview. I'm like, what the fuck? What is he talking about? Watching his money.
Right.
some money unless you sitting there with 2-3 million and dropping out your pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a nigga looking at you like you a fool.
Right. That's the only way somebody gonna be watching the money, like that type of bread falling out your pocket, or y'all in there gambling. But it
just came in this bitch with a bank bag tied up like you done robbed the bank, and niggas just looking like, oh, this nigga got this much money in here, but other than I can't see it.
Nah.
I couldn't see it. I couldn't see him even feeling like Rich was a little boy.
That's my point.
Rich aura illuminates, man. You know?
That's a fact.
His presence, you're going to be aware of his star just like your star.
That's a
you
fact.
You're going to be aware of that.
That's a fact.
Hey, Chuck, my main thing I used to say all the time about the big homie, I used to say, my nigga turned a vacant lot to a popping spot. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
He stepped on the scene, nigga. Cars, he from old to young. The bosses to the workers jump out the cars. I seen him turn a vacant lot to a popping spot where everybody was stopping all day long.
Yep.
Where they just ride by any other damn time.
Right. That's a fact.
So Tyson is, that's how he is, man. At that time he was full of himself. He had to be. He's the champ of the world. But now you older, man. You gotta understand that what you say you gotta be accountable for.
That's a fact. And that's my whole point. Like, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He didn't know who Rich was. I say that because in the interview he was saying, I mean, I didn't know that he's such a little baby. I didn't know he was a kingpin. He said somebody came in Dapper Dan and said that Rich Porter died. He said, I thought that he died from, he got sick or something. I didn't know he got murdered because he was a kingpin, and he looked like a little kid. He said he's not nobody that would be on my level that I would see as an equal. And I'm like, how you not gonna see him as an equal? And then I go and I Google his age bracket, and I Google Rich, when Rich was born. They around the same age, 1 year apart.
Yeah.
66 and 65.
And Rich, even if Rich was 18, 19, 20, whatever it is, his 20, he carried himself like he was 35. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
His 18, he was 32.
That's a fact.
That's how he moved.
That's a fact. And for those who don't know what Black is saying, he turned a vacant lot into a popping spot. He mean when Rich Porter come outside, if he's standing on a street area where people could see him, cars just stopping and pulling over, hollering just to come holler at him. For years it's been like that.
Hey Chuck, give it an hour or two, it's a block party.
Exactly. For him just standing outside, just coming out chilling, just doing his daily due diligence, man. And that's a fact.
So you're gonna recognize his presence. That's without a doubt. So when he said he just was a baby, he looked like a little boy. Man, don't try to downplay a king, man.
Nah, not at all.
You're king in your own right, Tyson. Do what you do, but stars don't gotta dull the next man shine.
Nah, not at all.
And if my guy gravitated to you, if he liked anything, he liked the nice cars. I could go with that. I don't think he gonna go out of his character and be like, that ain't what he do. Nah,
he don't do that. He too laid back.
That ain't what he do, man.
And his jury, what type of, and how he wouldn't know who Rich was when Rich wear that? What type of jewelry Rich wear every day, man?
Man, got that on every day. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, if he didn't have his Rich Porter chain on, or the Rolex chain, he had that cross with what looked like a slot chain. The diamond so big in that bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can't mistake him for the nigga who just going to the store.
Right.
You ain't gonna mistake him. To be honest with you, Rich know everybody, so I can't take that from this scenario. And he might have been around Dap, But I ain't never seen Rich in none of that dap. That was post shit.
Right. I ain't never seen him in no Dapper Dan clothing. All the clothing that's running around, I mean, all the pictures that's running around from all the, you know, the classical pictures, the historical pictures, you don't see him in nothing Dapper Dan. Nothing. If somebody got something and shit, send it to me. Let me see. For real.
Yeah, for real. Blow my mind.
Yeah, let me see that. Cause I don't remember him hanging around Dapper Dan and all that like that. He said Rich always would hang around Dapper Dan. He was quiet. He said, but he been around Rich plenty of times. When Rich hang around anywhere for a long time.
I don't think he was talking about RP. It might have been another Rich.
It gotta be another Rich. That's what I'm saying. This ain't no disrespect to Mike Tyson. I'm a big fan of Mike. Mike is cool people. You know, showed us love before. You probably don't remember. It was a while back. So it's not none of that. I'm just, you know, just straightening out where he might have just thought that was Rich and it wasn't. That's it. That's what this is all about. Street knowledge, don't disrespect people. We big people up. As long as you don't bother us. But this ain't no punches at Mike Tyson. Just he might have mistaken the young cat that did hang around Dapper Dan and might have thought that was Rich.
Yeah, cause you gonna see his blow, man. You see that shit.
Yeah, all day.
Out the way, you know what I'm saying? Like,
First of all, nobody ain't gonna. If he was standing around in Dapper Dan, Mike Tyson would have been like, yo, who is that dude? Everybody running over to him. Because that's what would have happened. And Dapper Dan would have let that be known. Dapper Dan would have showed love of a superstar in his store.
oh yeah, if he was cool with that would have told Mike from day one. It would have been an introduction.
That's a fact. That's a big fact.
It wouldn't have been he just was around there like he a do boy for Dapper Dan or somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It would have been an introductory, like, hey, Tyson, blah blah blah. This is Rich.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So you couldn't get it confused with who they're supposed to be. You would have knew who he was.
Yep. That's what I do know. So I had to touch up on that, but I had to touch up with you on the phone about that, because I know you was with him every day until you go in the house. Come out the house and go in the house.
And he moved like an old timer.
Right. Facts.
I never seen. Every time he act like when he having fun, he having fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'll catch him enjoying life like that. But other than that, Rich stands 10 toes down on it, and he ain't into the play with me shit. We ain't gonna be doing a bunch of playing.
Right. On his A game.
Definitely, I'm not gonna be sitting there. I think, boy, I said, God damn, when you took me to that, I said, damn, that's a damn lie.
Facts. Facts.
But you know, I try to stay away from all that shit because you know, to me, trust with the internet, it ain't what it is. It ain't what's real. And
Right.
you can make a fucker believe.
Right.
You know?
Facts.
So I don't think Mike meant to. I don't know, man. Mike get high, man. That the weed and shit. Sometimes you know, in a good conversation, you get in the flow. But at the end of the day, your boy Rich, you would have, man, there's no way you could have mistaken him for nothing but a general.
That's it. You couldn't have stood by him and just thought like that's just a little kid. That was a little kid, and he was a kingpin. And if you look at if a kid in front of you young like that, and he getting money, even them gonna have the biggest egos, man. You can't stand by no young boy and you mistaken for him not to be a person getting money. I know the youngest of the youngest that was getting money, and they all of a sudden their egos was on top of the moon. So you know they doing something. So I didn't get that. So I had to call you up and do that, man. So
Man, when you see the RP to RP, when you see RP walking the joint, you know you was in the presence of a general.
that's a fact.
And the people who didn't know him wanted to know him. You know what I'm saying? The people who knew him gravitated to him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what his presence is about, man.
Right. No doubt.
You're gonna have to how my man Birdman said, put some respect on my man's name on that one.
Yeah, man. That's a fact.
You gonna sit here and tell me, oh, like Alpo was a full grown man.
Right.
Tell me, you looked at my man like he was a little boy. You could knock that shit out.
Yeah, that ain't what it is. Not at all.
It's all love. I know Tyson because at that time he was at the top of his game. You know what I'm saying? He was a champion. And you got that nigga, you got to feel like how you feel. I'm impregnable. I eat your kid. All that shit he's saying, the way he can step in the ring and he do his thing. But you just don't take you can't tell another person star.
Nah.
You a star, he a star.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Don't try to make him a shadow. Nah, he wasn't the shadow. That nigga was like Bruce Leroy. He glowed. when you walk in the building, you know a real nigga is in your presence. That's basically how I felt when I listened to the interview. I'm like,
nah.
It had to be another Rich.
Yeah, that's a whole nother Rich, man. For real.
It's a lot of guys that say they rich. So that's.
I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? It's like 50 Cent call himself 50 Cent. You got Rick Ross call himself Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? So, big respect to all of that, man. Keep people legacies rolling, and especially if you making it look real good. 50 making 50 Cent look real good. You know what I'm saying? Rick Ross making Rick Ross look real good. I must do say. And give respect and compliments where they all do. You know what I'm saying? So anybody love being rich, man, so be it, man. For real, for real.
People shine for all different reasons, man.
Right.
And people get recognized for all different reasons.
That's a fact.
The big homies walking in there and you looking at him as a little boy.
Nah, that's what didn't make sense to me. That's why I had to call you, and you was like, man, nah, he ain't doing it like that, Boost. I'm like, man, you gotta look at it, man. I had to talk to you for 10 minutes before I told you for you to get convinced to look at it, because you couldn't believe Mike.
Because in my mind, I'm like, niggas be talking on the internet. They get the yak, you know what I'm saying? And all that.
Right.
I didn't think until I heard him say, oh, you used to watch my money.
Right.
that's where the flame came on. Like, what
right.
the fuck? Now,
right.
Now, come on, Iron.
Right. That's
Iron,
man.
Man.
Yeah.
Don't start that, Iron.
Don't do that, Iron Mike. Like, for real. That's crazy.
Iron, man. Don't try to steal.
Yeah.
You supposed to be Iron. Give it a fuck.
Man. Yeah, don't do that, bro.
Come on, man. He watching my money, man. You tripping.
Yeah, he definitely tripping. Definitely tripping.
Yo, the number one thing is he would have had a formal introductory to a real, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
That's just the way the story go.
No doubt. That's a fact. So, yo, quick question, man. We're gonna do. I know everybody gonna want to see you in person and all that. So I'm gonna do the interview with me and you. Gonna do it with Unique Mega Audio, because that's how I got lined up to actually tell the real Rich Porter story from day one, and how you met him, and all the things that you went through and touched everybody for him and held down the money and all that stuff. I want to do that on Unique's platform. I already told him, and he's ready to roll and do it. So I'm saving those questions for him. But before you go, I just want to ask you one quick thing though. What do you think about the Troy Ave situation with them saying that he's snitching? And
I read it, man. I read it the other day, right? And my honest opinion on all that is, what I read, I just didn't look good for Troy. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. It looked like, man, from what I read, I could have been, so much shit be jotted down. I can't even tell you where I read it at. About his man supposed to have got killed that he grew up with, and and the guy Taxstone supposed to did it, and
Right.
a bunch of shit I was reading, and but I hear him on the stand. You know, on the stand is never good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know the whole story, so I can't really. You know what I'm saying? I just like the vouch for shit I know. You know what I'm saying? But as far as what I read, on the stand ain't never good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was, but then they say it was I think I read they was saying something about a video, on video.
Right.
So,
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
enlighten me, man. 'Cause
What happened was the Taxstone dude was always talking junk. He's like one of the dudes, but I think they call him like a troll, always talking junk about people, and he just stayed talking junk about Troy Ave because he had a good platform, a big platform, and this particular night, T.I. was performing, and so, you know, T.I. Homie from Brooklyn, Mano, and Taxstone was back there in the back. And when Troy Ave and them walked in there, they seen him and his boy that got killed, seen Taxstone. So, you know, this is a lesson for kids, man, that be on the internet and all that. That internet trolling is whack. And you know why it's whack? Because now when you go some places, you feel you got to carry a gun. If you getting some money and you doing this internet thing, or you making any money, however you making money, I think y'all should definitely know, like, don't be trolling people. Don't be talking junk about people. Because now you got to carry a gun. And now with them carrying that gun, with him bringing that gun inside of that place, because he know he been talking junk, you know, on the internet. Now he got to come outside. Now he feel he need that weapon to hold him down. Now, so when they get in there, Troy Ave and them get in there and they see Taxstone, right, Black? And when they seen him, his boy said, I'm going to step to him. They try to say it's security, but that's just his homeboy. It wasn't no security. It's his homeboy. So his homeboy seen him, and his homeboy wanted to step to him. And that's what they did. They stepped to him. And see, this is where another lesson for the youth out there. When if you got beef, I've been through this several times with me and my team. And anybody that know me and my team, you can ask them. Straight like that. Lil Head, which is Richie Rich, Hemp, Mills, all, you know, the list go on with my team. We used to go up in spots and we see somebody up in there, and this when we was about, you know, we outside. And we'll see, you know, somebody in there got problems, or somebody that probably ducking behind, owe some money or something. They ready to whoop on them. First thing I tell them is, nah, we not whooping on them in here. We not doing that. And if it is a major problem, then we leaving. We going outside where ain't nobody can see nothing, and we waiting for that person. I'm not doing nothing and stepping to nobody in no club in front of everybody and doing all that. So that's where Troy Ave went wrong, by stepping to him. And that's where Taxstone went wrong, by just bothering people and talking junk. You know what I'm saying? Putting the gas on the fire, and they went over there to see what that gas on the fire was about, and it exploded. Now both of them is in some trouble now. Both of them for not thinking right. So now Taxstone, I think Taxstone shoot, and it hits Troy Ave boy. Troy Ave grabbed him and tussled with him and got the gun out of his hand.
right.
And then he starts shooting, and he on camera shooting. So they go outside, and the police go outside, search his car, and his guns was in the car. Troy Ave guns was in the car. So they charged him with the guns. I don't know if they charged him with the shooting, but people saying that he's snitching because I guess he's telling that Taxstone shot the gun in it.
I got you, bro, but it's never good when that stand get involved, man.
Right. Especially when it's street etiquette, street code is involved. Now, because now this is what the thing with the street thing, just in case y'all don't know out there, I'm talking to my audience. Street code is when you got a beef, that beef right there, the police shouldn't have been involved. What's supposed to happen was both of them don't say nothing. Even though a life was lost, Troy ain't supposed to say nothing. I don't know. But it ain't but so much that they can say because it's cameras. Y'all need to know all of this stuff. Or remember it, because everybody knows cameras everywhere now. And y'all cats be moving like it ain't no cameras nowhere, like y'all gonna shoot and get away with it as if you punching somebody in the face. So now all them cameras is involved and ain't too much lying that he could do. And if he didn't get on the stand, I think they say if he don't get on the stand and at least testify to what the camera is saying, he gonna be in trouble. So do you think him testifying to what the camera's already showing, is that against the code of snitching?
Yeah, that's against the code. Because bottom line, if you got it on the camera, then that's big for itself. What you need me to go ahead and add fuel to the fire for? You know what I'm saying? If it's on the camera, that's clear as day.
Right.
I'm not the motherfucking narrator. I'm not gonna give you blow by blow.
Right.
I'm not gonna be the commentator.
So
I'm not gonna tell you, and there you go. When he went down and grabbed his gun. Nah.
Right. And now that's kind of assassinating his character, his career. It's kind of like Muhammad Ali wouldn't go to war because he was Muslim. You know what I'm saying? So if he has something that's going to hinder his career, then he's supposed to tell him, no, I plead the fifth. And so what I was saying, why it's not good to be talking tough on these records and then getting in beefs, because you can't really handle beef when you are a public figure. You can't. That world is over with. So how it's supposed to happen is when they got into it, even though it's on camera, one guy got killed, they supposed to left it in the street. They supposed to say nah to the police about whatever they asking them about and handle that beef in the street, which still is going to send you to jail because everybody know y'all beefing now.
Right.
So y'all all the way in hot water. You would have just had to take a loss for a person being killed and let the state handle it and send Taxstone to jail, and you kept your career rolling, and or they probably would have gave you some time too for whatever you didn't do what they asked you to do. You got to take that now once you are putting yourself in that position. You went over there and bothered them, and you be talking tough on the records and all that. And I ain't saying that to be funny. I'm just saying how some of his songs is about what he'd do on the streets, this, that. I'm just making an example. No disrespect to Troy Ave or Taxstone. I'm just making an example so there won't be another case somebody follow behind y'all footsteps with that. Because it's sad that both of y'all going to jail behind something so simple. Taxstone had a great platform, and he was making moves.
Platform.
Huh?
I said Troy Ave even had a good platform.
Right, exactly. And Troy Ave had a great platform. And now that's two black brothers that took themselves away from their own career and messed up their own career due to going to jail, losing life, all because it was for views. Talking tough about a guy or talking, disrespecting the guy, that get views because he's popular. And then and basically that's what it all stemmed for, because the man want to see you from talking, it's in our egos to see when we see a person step to him. I'm listening, Black.
Also, it ain't about what you do, it's how you do it.
That's a fact. That's my point. Yes.
That's just the G code, you know what I'm saying? Alright, yeah. If it's something where you feel like it gotta be on site, nigga done something to your family, touch you, put his hand on you, and it ain't this can't happen, this can't wait, then so be it. Whatever come with it, you're willing to deal with.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the situation feel like to me. Like, he couldn't wait. So if you can't wait, then whatever come with it, you gotta deal with it. You can't find a way. You can't help them in no way. You're either on one side or the other.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Man, if you felt like, man, I can't wait, it's on site, then whatever come with that, be prepared for it.
Be prepared.
You could have definitely waited till you got it outside.
Yep. You definitely wait. And it is nothing that serious when it comes to war. If you think with anger, you're gonna lose every time. Period. You think that United States Army, them generals is thinking with anger? Nah. Everything is strategized. If it was one of my family members killed or anything, I'm not reacting as soon as I see the person because I know that there's another side to that reaction. For real, for real. And that means going to jail, all that. So where we come from, when we move on somebody, we want to make sure it's done right, it's smooth, and just another nigga out of here. We ain't got to worry about it no more. We'll probably hear about it here and there, but they don't know who did nothing. That's part of the art of war. But if you want to be doing something in front of everybody and let everybody know you the one that killed the person and all that, be prepared to go to jail and don't be sitting around acting like somebody did something wrong to you. Be prepared to go to jail, do your time, because that's the only thing you signed up for, because it had to be on site. That on-site rule is stupid and it's corny. All that, y'all need to stop and fall back from that. Like Black just said, it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Yeah, if it's on site, and it got to be on site, there's no way that you're going to be on the stand.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And that's not in the equation.
That's a fact.
Site, that means whatever come with it, it doesn't even. When you motherfuckers say on site, that's in front of the police, that's in front of the judge, that's in front of the church if it had to be.
Right.
But at the end of the day, whatever comes with it, you already accepted that this had to be on site.
That's it. You accepted going to get that 20, 30 years because you had to get that nigga right then and there. I ain't know if I don't care. The police was there. I got his ass. So don't sit around worry about, you about to go do that 20, 30 because they now you killed yourself also. Basically, you going to jail and you living dead because you had to stand still. So think about that part. So sometime on site is cool if it's done. If sometimes some people get lucky with it on site. Ain't nothing around nobody and this motherfucker right here. Oh wow. But majority of the time it don't work that way. And now the majority of the time there's cameras everywhere, nigga. I don't care what you say.
But that's what on site means. Like it doesn't matter what, who, where, why is on once I see you.
Right.
So accept the fact that you put yourself in that position.
Yep.
And handle that the way you supposed to. Not you don't get on the stand.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to get your insight on that. And I hear a lot of people be commenting about he a snitch. Half the people that be in people comments talking about somebody's a snitch, like they tough. Y'all was snitch too. And why y'all even keep chiming in about that? What business is it of yours about if he's a rat and saying it as if y'all thorough? Like it is what it is. Like y'all bugging, man. Y'all bugging. I like the Doggy Diamonds podcast about the situation. He said a lot of good things, a lot of positive things, man. Real smooth brother, man. And yeah. So when we get out interview, man, we gonna go in, man. Brothers, get out. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Get out. We get time to set one up, man. They got me in these fields moving these houses right now. No doubt. See, this a brother. Y'all heard what he said, moving houses. This a brother that come from where we come from. Y'all gonna see him on Unique Show, and y'all gonna hear where he really come from. With them real things was being tossed out there. Real pies was tossed out there. Y'all gonna see, but now he moves houses. Changed his whole life around. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this is all about. The positive stuff. So y'all getting ready to see him real soon, man. This interview going out to any y'all reach out, man. LA Mobile Home Transport. That's right. Say it again. Say the name again. LA Mobile Home Transport. That's a fact. XDRail.com, man. Y'all reach out, man. I move them, I set them up, I break them down, I level them, whatever you need done. To a home, call your boy, man. I am that guy. No doubt. That's what's up, bro. I love you, man. I guess we're gonna do this. Let's set this thing up for Unique, man, so we can really make some real history, man. Cause your story got to be told, man, with you, Rich Porter, and my bro Slade, man. Hopefully we can get him on the phone as well to chime in. That'll blow that. That's gonna blow that interview all the way out the water, man. So they'll know why you moving mobile homes right now and started your own company. So you got to go all the way back to the Rich Porter stories, man. You was a little kid doing your thing off the porch early. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Ain't nothing but love, bro.
All right. No doubt.
Excited too, man.
No doubt.
Hey, much love to the Street Knowledge Podcast, man. You know that's my brother. Nothing but respect.
Nah, I appreciate you, bro. For real. Man, I love you, kid. I'm gonna check on you later.
All right.
All right. So yeah, y'all hear it, man. It's one of my great childhood friends, but we are brothers now from another mother. My mother loved him. I knew his mother. God bless her. That was my mother as well. But he's gonna give y'all the real story of the real Rich Porter story. Nobody can give it up the way he can give it up. You haven't heard a real Rich Porter story out there yet. If so, y'all tell me. Let me know. Cause a lot of stuff that y'all been hearing. It's a podcast. This dude, he been doing stuff about Rich Porter and talking about Pat Porter and all of them. I forgot the name of. I was just looking at it today. I forgot the name of it, but he be doing little mini documentaries on his page about the 80s and the Rich Porter Alpos and AZs and stuff. But stories he be having is a lot of inaccurate stuff on his too as well. So we getting ready to give it to you, the real Rich Porter story and all that. And y'all gonna catch it on Unique Mega Audio page. So y'all get ready, man. Me and my bro gonna sit down with Unique and we're gonna give y'all some more real history. So y'all understand where we was at and where we at up to date now. Why we not in them streets doing that crazy mess we used to do. So the youth can understand that. And we're gonna keep preaching that, man. So y'all know what it is. Your boy Big Boosie, man. I'm signing out. And see y'all on the next run.